is I hear what you're saying, and I know you're right. I know you're right.
Let me give you a typical example. I have people every day. I had a good friend of mine that's a full color retired MBA, and he wanted to engage me. He said, if we didn't have a white male, all the majority of businesses would use. I'm like, "Well,
That's not true.
I
As
said,
long as the money doesn't leave, that's not true.
and I said, well, I said, I went down. I said, number one, where I live is, I just, in my mind, I said, suppose everybody left off Fairview.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but, this morning, McDonald's was doing great. They were climbing by. Not only we built them a new store less than 15 years ago, y'all done wore it out, and they had to rebuild it again. This is the second store within
Because there's been
15
so
years.
many customers.
I said,
Mm-hmm.
advanced auto part. I mean, people's in line that they're buying stuff to go in the store. I said, business was very healthy. I said, I don't care who was the leader. I don't think this business is going anywhere. So you don't have to worry about that.
Mm-mm.
And even if they did, where are they going? I said,
Mm-hmm.
what, number one, what most people, I told them, I said, not you, but the average consumer that walks in and pays cash for a transaction is the most desired customer there is, and that's us. Because when the talented 10 of us, and most of them walk in there and pull out a credit card, that costs the business
That's about 2-3%, don't it?
5.
5%. Ooh.
I said, so they taking home less than 5 cents on each transaction.
Mm-hmm.
Less than they do when you walk in there and give them cash.
Mm-hmm.
When they walk in there and give them a check, all them don't. It ain't yours, because they ain't gonna take one. I said, well, yeah, but I said, the person is paying cash. Number one, you don't have no account. Can't get an account.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have enough money in the bank
Mm-hmm.
to open an account.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you ain't getting a return check when he don't come. He don't give you no check.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So number one, you're a majority black community,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the majority of folks that pay cash. That's what businesses want.
That's exactly what they want.
So that ain't gonna happen. I said, now you have a mayor that's sold phones and cars. You got one black challenger that served 8 years in Congress,
Mm-hmm.
and they deal with trillions of dollars.
Yes, they do.
He has a law degree from
From
Harvard
Harvard.
University.
Mm-hmm.
You got another black challenger that's got a law degree and a corporate attorney
Mm-hmm.
for one of the largest insurance companies in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And they dealing with billions of dollars.
Absolutely.
The
Love it.
black female that's the chair of a state body whose budget is $20 billion.
Wow.
you could put on a blindfold and take even one of those three, and you got whatever that somebody would say that would make a good man. And then people like you is going to question that after 200 years, then none of these people are ready, and all of them functioning, or half of it on a higher level. And I said, this is what, God was warning Moses and other folks about in love with the enemy. And regardless of whether he wins or not, it's going to, if it doesn't happen, people are going to suffer. They'll continue to suffer. Number one, Montgomery is probably the poorest capital city in America.
Wow.
The per capita income of the average house, the average per capita income below is at the point that every child in this city, where he be or she be at Montgomery Academy or better breakfast, is eligible for a free breakfast in the morning, a free lunch, and a free snack. Capital city. We that poor. We a city that's still operating debtors' prisons. That's not only illegal, it's unconstitutional. We have gotten 2 federal validations. Yes, you are. And not only, and we treat it like it's not worth the paper that's written on. You break those degrees every day and laugh at it. That's what y'all don't do. This kind of, that's it. And so it's going to take, like I said, this might be one of these places might take 70 years to fix what's going on.
Well, with all that being the case, and I hope it doesn't take 70 years.
It might take all of it.
You know what? If it's a universal law, it's a universal law.
That's right.
So that's just how that works. But I think that now is the time for people to reflect on themselves. Sometimes it's hard to look in the mirror, and you don't want to acknowledge that mote in your eye, and you say, I know I don't have it, and then you can actually listen to it over and over and over again. It says, well, my, I do have a mote in my eye. I think that is something that is definitely needed. Do you? Do you think that's a help?
Well, I think that, as I said earlier, there's the die is, it is what it is. And I think it was, I think it was fairly equal so that when they nailed up the house of slavery, that you had folks that really broke back in there. And when you're in a mindset, even though we've had the right to vote for 50 years in this town, and 50 years later, we still can't see that we have people that not only 61% of the population.
Mhm.
But we can't see that this whole population of people are incapable of given qualified and competitive leadership.
Mhm. Mhm. Montgomery, I don't know, something special's talking to you today. I just have that feeling something very, very mighty and and intended is being spoken to you today. And today is Tuesday, July the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's something very profound is being told to Montgomery, Alabama today. And it's very important that Montgomery, Alabama listens because there is an election that is approaching. Um, there is some self-reflection that needs to happen. And there's some marching to, and we don't have to put on the whole regalia with the overalls now. But if you want to, go ahead, go for what you know. But I think that, Montgomery certainly, I think, has been given some really strong um, history and advice. Perhaps not intended as advice, but certainly a lesson. Lessons to be learned. A mighty lesson to be learned. Listen, Montgomery. It's time to listen. It's time to look at ourselves in the mirror whenever possible. And it's time to get out of the old school mindset. Just like Representative McClammy said, businesses aren't going to go anywhere if a certain face changes. The moon is not going to fall from the sky. You know, things will not only not be suspended in action, progress will take place. So I think that Montgomery, Alabama, I think that, first of all, I want to thank you, Representative McClammy, for taking the time to meet with me today and for really blessing us with um, inspiration, inspiration and some education. When you put those two together, anything can happen. Anything can happen.